Hey everybody, this week it's our monthly wrap up. We got a whole bunch of stuff to get through, so let's do it. Hey everyone, it's the Snowman with TooLoudTooOldMusic.com. Welcome back to the collection. This is our monthly wrap up as we end March 2025. We figured we'd go through the CDs and the vinyl and 8 tracks that we added to the collection. This month, not as much as we've had in the past, so maybe we're going to go with quality over quantity because I know last month I bought a bunch of collections and stuff, so it turned out to be quite a bit, but not as much this time. Definitely the vinyl's a lot less, CDs probably about the same, and then some 8 tracks, which I don't normally get. Um, but like with normal, we'll start off with Rock Candy, and we get the new Steve Perry. Well, it's not a new Steve Perry, but Street Talk. It's his original solo album from mid 80s, with Oh Sherry, Strung Out, Foolish Heart. Just a great album. And here we don't get any bonus tracks, but we get some great liner notes and a great sounding CD. Love Steve Perry. Always one of the best voices that we've ever had. Um, you can't go wrong with him. And then Kiss is where I normally go next. I don't have any CDs or vinyl, but I do have a bunch of 8 tracks because I'm trying to finish off what I can for the 8 track collection. We have Rock and Roll Over. This one is in really good shape. I don't know if it plays, but the sticker and everything on here is awesome. I love how, Ladies Room, we have a part one and a part two, and Love 'em and Leave 'em also a part one and part two. But I don't know, it looks pretty good, in really good shape. So that's Rock and Roll Over. That's one I was missing. I was also missing the Kiss solo albums on 8 track. And somehow I got them all in one shot. And I love how they alternate on the colors there. We have the Gene Simmons solo album, and that looks fantastic. Radioactive, love that one. Then we've got Peter Criss, another one that's just in fantastic shape. Again, I don't know if they play, but they look good. So I'm assuming they might be okay, but you got to be careful with them. You don't want the spindle to break or anything like that since they are so old. Ace is my favorite one, and then Paul is my next favorite on the solo albums. And then we've got that one. So happy to get all four in one little set from eBay. Made that a lot easier, and it wasn't that expensive. So that's I'm doing pretty good there. There are a couple more. I've already bought another one. It won't be in for another week or two. There's a couple more I think I can get without breaking the bank, and then that's going to be it. There's probably then four more after that, like Elder and Lick It Up, Creatures, Animalize. They have 8 tracks, but those are the rare ones. Those are the ones that are hard to get and very, very expensive. So I'm going to be lucky if I can get those. But I think I can get a couple more and have a really good set. And then I'll slowly work for the other ones as they ever come up. And I know I'll be competing with some people to get some of them. So, but that's my Kiss. So there we go. We did our Rock Candy, we did our Kiss. Now it's time for our box sets and slash new releases in this case. The first box set I'm going to show just came this weekend, but I was out of town, so I didn't get a chance to open it yet. But Fleetwood Mac's box set from 1975 to 1987. It is 5 CDs. You get the Fleetwood Mac, you get Rumors, Tusk, Mirage, and Tango in the Night. There you are. They've done the little vinyl way and stuff. So I haven't opened this yet. Surprisingly, I've never really had Fleetwood Mac in the collection, and I've been wanting that. I'm also eyeing the box set that they have that comes out covering the years before this from like 69 to 74 or something like that. I think that's what I'll probably end up trying to get next. from them, and that way I'll have a good set of Fleetwood Mac albums. So yeah, I can't wait to really dig into that one. And then as far as another box set, I finally got to listen to this. This is Rush 50. Fantastic set, four CD set. It comes now. This is kind of one of the weird things I thought on it. So the box set comes. This is wrapped around it in the plastic. You undo the plastic, this comes off. What the hell do you do with that? Yeah, you can slide it in, but it doesn't really fold very well. Um, it's just kind of a pain in the ass. But it does come with this really great book. Hugh Syme did all the artwork. But one of the things I don't like about it are the four CDs are housed on that page. And man, it's really kind of hard to get them in and out. They're not in there because they're in my CD player. But the artwork, I think there's like a picture for every song. There's the sticker that came on it. But I mean, look at the pictures. That's all I'm going to show. But oh, it is great to flip through. Great essay on the front on the band. Um, it's a really great set. They mix the live songs and the studio tracks. There's unreleased tracks. There's tracks that have never been on CD before. So it's really awesome. A great CD box set. Um, really enjoying that one. It's going to get played a lot. So looking forward to that. So that's Rush 50. Great one. If you see it, get it. It's if you're a Rush fan, you need it. All right. Then we're going to go with some other things that came on Friday. Friday was a busy day for new releases. I think, four different things that came in. And you just saw the Fleetwood Mac, but also The Darkness, the new album. This one is called, what is it called? Dreams on Toast. I haven't had a chance to open this one either. That'll be this week. I'll get into that. But that is the new Darkness album. Always a fun band to have. Then we have another one that I haven't opened, but I did stream it because I'm a huge Jeff Scott Soto fan. I also like Eric Martinson from Eclipse, but this also has Robert Ball from Work of Art. And of those three bands, Work of Art, Eclipse, and Talisman, we get wet. This is Apex. Uh, Great melodic rock album. They pick up where they left off on their last one. God, is this the third? No, this is the fourth album, I think, maybe even the fifth, but we're going to go with at least the fourth. They've had a live album. Really excited to see them do another one. And this is Apex. If you like Jeff Scott Soto's vocals, he's all over that one. And melodic rock songs, I think he does absolutely phenomenal on. On his little side stuff that's like more metal, they're good. But this is the wheelhouse that I like. I mean, like in Talisman and Work and Wet are really great. One other new release that I have is from Pop Evil. This is What Remains. It's in a digipack, and I have to say I don't really like it as far as the packaging goes. It's very pretty and everything. The booklet falls out, the CD falls out kind of easily. It's a nice CD, got a little picture disc on there. Uh, Packaging, don't like the digipack at all for this one. Wish it was in a jewel case or a better digipack than this. But musically, it's fantastic. It is a very heavy metal. Um, it's pop evil, so it's metal, but it's got a very pop melodic sound to it. It's very modern rock. Um, I really like this one. I've got a number. I think I have almost all their albums. So great band. Check out if you don't know who they are. And then one other new release, sort of. It's an anniversary edition that came out this month, and it is Bon Jovi's Slippery When Wet 40th anniversary. This is the CD, and it comes with a bonus disc, which has Wanted Dead or Alive acoustic version, and it is acoustic version that I did not have. So really happy about that. You get Living on a Prayer, the Thank You Goodnight mix. Raise Your Hand is an extended version with Obi O'Brien mix. Then you get a couple, like four live tracks with Wild in the Streets, Living on a Prayer, Wanted Dead or Alive, and Let It Rock. It's too bad they don't have like a full show or something that goes with this era. But I do like this two CD set. of that. But that wasn't the only thing that they released. I did a little video of this not too long ago, just last week, I think it was. And it is the liquid vinyl version. Um, it's really awesome. I'll pull out so you can see it. So there's the liquid, and as you turn, the liquid will flow through. And I don't know if you could hear that, but that's the liquid vinyl version. So I haven't played it on, I'm not going to play it on the vinyl. I don't want to drop a needle on that, but really awesome that they did that. I mean, the liquid's either going to lick, it's going to leak or evaporate one day, and I'll just be stuck with an empty vinyl. But I don't know. I thought it was cool, so I bought it. You can still get them. This one is a numbered version. They did like 1,300 of them numbered, sold out of those, and they have reissued it that you can get. And I think it'll come out July 4th. So if you want to order that, you can go to Bon Jovi and get that. So back onto the CDs. Um, as you last month, I got a couple Europe Rock Candy editions. But I was realizing I needed to get more Europe. So I went and I got a couple. We got the debut album, simply called Europe. This is a reissue. This isn't an original. It's by Music on CD. I haven't had too much time with it. I have given it a spin. I do know Seven Doors Hotel, but outside of that, I really didn't know anything, and I've really enjoyed it. Um, it's just a great little copy, a great little reissue. So excited to spend some more time with that one. And then one of my favorite Europe albums I finally got on CD, which is Wings of Tomorrow. This one is the one before Final Countdown. It's fantastic, fantastic hard rock album. Um, they hadn't quite gone to the Final Countdown sound completely, but this is really cool. If you haven't ever listened to that one, I like it better. It's one of my favorite albums by the band. So now that I've got like the first five albums, it's time to start getting all the later releases as well. All right. And then this month, I ordered from CD Japan. I had a coupon, I had some points from ordering in the past, and if I ordered so many, I got free shipping, so I couldn't pass it up. And so I went with some of these great European melodic rock bands. And here's Eclipse. This is Eric Martinson from Wet. This was their 2021 album, Wired. Um, and it's got some bonus tracks on here. I think it's got a bonus track for Carved in Stone. It's the original version, which is really acoustic. The whole thing's acoustic. But man, what a killer album with Roses on the Grave, Dying Breed, Dead Inside, Carved in Stone is also great. Just so many really great songs on this. Check out Eclipse if you haven't. If you like modern melodic rock, it's a good one to have. Then I got a couple from the band H.E.A.T. This is the first one, Tearing Down the Walls. This is the tour edition. Then you can see here, it's got two discs. The second disc is got five bonus tracks, Breaking the Silence demo. It's got a cover of Patrick Swayze's She's Like the Wind. It's got Under Your Skin and then a couple demos for Shot of Redemption and Emergency. Another fantastic album. If you don't know Heat, definitely worth checking out. And then I got another one from Heat. This is two. This is not their second album, but it's their second one they've called Heat. And it's got Eric Romwell on vocals. One of my favorite Heat albums. This thing is like a 5 out of 5. You do get I don't know if you do get a bonus track. Yeah, I think there's one bonus track on here. But still, this is even better than Tearing Down the Walls. Worth checking out Heat if you haven't. And then another band I got from Europe, from the Europe area, is Wigwam. This is Never Say Die. Again, I love all these Obi strips and everything. And we get Daredevil Heat 2020, which is a Japanese bonus track. And I can't remember which album Daredevil Heat is on. It's on one of their other albums, but this is a more updated version. It's a killer song. This is a great album. On vocals is Age Sten Nielsen. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm probably wrong on that. Love his vocals. This is one of my favorite Wigwam albums. I'm so glad to finally get the Japanese edition for that one. So those are my four Japanese editions. Love them. Love to get the bonus tracks and things like that. And then my daughter and I, she went to a thrift store. She loves to go to Goodwill or whatever and look for shirts and clothes and stuff. So we did that, and I always run over to the CD section. And I found a couple things very different from anything I normally buy, and it's new age. David Lanz, this is Sacred Road. It's all piano. He's just an amazing pianist. This is from 1996. Just, I actually, this one's in the player too. I want to listen to it some more. Very relaxing, very classical sounding, sometimes romantic. This and like this one is another one. This is such a killer album right here. Return to the Heart. He's got some collection of some songs that he's reinterpreting from his that he's done before, and then a lot of improvisation in between the songs. Just fantastic. Such an incredible pianist. If you kind of like that, I have to be in the mood for that, but when I am, I love to listen to it. And that's all my CDs. So, like I said, it's not a ton this month. Then we got a few albums. The first one I was on Whatnot, not Whatnot. Yeah, Whatnot. I think it's called that. It's an app that record stores can sell online, and one of my local record stores, Noble Records, does. But I would popped onto one of these others that I saw because they had a lot of really cool stuff, and I entered their giveaway, and I won. And I got Rush, A Farewell to Kings on vinyl. Uh, it's not in the worst. It's not the best shape, but it's not in the worst shape either. Great gatefold. Um, no inner sleeve or anything, but the vinyl looks great. It's good enough. The only problem is I do actually have this one. Um, so I probably shouldn't have joined the thing to give away. But at the time when I did, I didn't know what they were giving away. But man, it is a killer album. Um, so I do have an extra one. Maybe someday I'll give it away. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. All right, and then we have a couple new release vinyls of some s- different stuff. First is Ace Frehley. It's now playing. This is just a cheap little greatest hits package. It's just a cash grab, nothing else. They do put it on a really pretty cobalt blue vinyl, which is really, really nice. But there are no special tracks on here. It really only covers Frehley's Comet and his album Trouble Walking. Nothing past that. Um, so yeah, it's pretty worthless as far as getting if you got the other stuff. But I do collect Ace Frehley, and I think I have every release on vinyl. So I went ahead and got this. It was cheap. I mean, it wasn't like 20 bucks or something. It wasn't bad. So I decided to do it. And then the final vinyl I got it on Friday. So again, I haven't had a chance to open this. It's the Van Halen show live in Dallas, 1994. Now they did release this for Record Store Day, what, about a year ago. The CD for this, the show, is in the box set for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. This is just a reissue of that. It's they said at the Record Store Day that it was not exclusive. They were going to reissue it, and they did. And so I figured I might as well get it on vinyl since I have pretty much everything else they've done on vinyl, except for A Different Kind of Truth. I want that. So yeah, I can't wait to pop this open. It is a great show. I remember listening to it on the CD. This was a legendary free show they did during the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge tour in Dallas in 1991. So classic Sammy Hagar era, not classic David Lee Roth, but classic Sammy Hagar era. So yeah, so now I got that, and that's it. So like I said, it wasn't as much as we have had in the past, but some good quality stuff in there that I'm really excited to get into. And I'm sure next month is gonna, be a lot more stuff too, because I'm always buying. And April 25th, man, there are like five things I have on pre-order, maybe six things I have on pre-order for that date alone. So I hope they come in so I can include them in the next wrap up. And that's all I have for you. So thanks for watching. Click like, hit subscribe. Leave a comment. We'll get back with you as soon as we can. And thanks again, and we'll see you next time on the collection.